Don't touch that. Mia's voice cracked as the delicate necklace slipped from her grasp right into the hands of the worst people in school. Asterisk. It was an ordinary Thursday morning at Lincoln High School. The sun was already blazing in the hallway, buzzed with the usual chaos lockers, slamming, sneakers squeaking, laughter echoing. But for 16-year-old Mia Thompson, today wasn't just another school day. Today marked 5 years since she lost her mother to cancer, and around her neck hung the only thing she had left of her mama's silver necklace with a tiny rose pendant. Fragile, faded, but sacred. Asterisk Mia wasn't the loudest kid in school. She preferred to stay out of the spotlight, studious, kind-hearted, a quiet storm. What many didn't know was that she was also a black belt in Taekwondo, trained from the age of 7. But it wasn't something she bragged about. Her mother had always taught her that strength was something you showed only when it mattered most. Asterisk Mia walked down the corridor that morning, clutching the necklace between her fingers, whispering a silent promise to her mom. I miss you. Hope I'm making you proud. Asterisk, but peace was short-lived. Waiting at the end of the hall were the usual suspects, Brandon, Tyler, and Shayla. The school's golden trio of mean. They weren't just bullies, they were specialists in humiliation. And for some twisted reason, Mia had been their favorite. Target since the start of the semester, Asterisk Shayla's eyes lit up the moment she spotted the necklace. Ah, what's that? Mommy, memorabilia? She sneered. Asterisk Mia tried to walk past without a word, but Brandon blocked her path. Come on, let's see it up close. Asterisk Mia's grip tightened. Don't touch it. Asterisk, but Tyler reached forward, yanking it with a force so violent the chain snapped. The rose pendant clattered to the floor, its center cracking. Silence, Mia. Dropped to her knees, trembling as she picked up the broken charm, her vision blurring. The hallway, once noisy and indifferent, now watched in a stunned hush. Asterisk. She's crying over a piece of junk, Shayla mocked, laughing. Asterisk, something inside Mia shifted. Rage, not vengeance. It was grief, pure, overwhelming, sacred grief. And at that moment, her mom's voice echoed in her mind. Stand tall, baby. Even storms pass when they meet mountains. Mia stood. Brandon smirked. What are you going to do? Cry on us? What happened next was fast, precise, and unforgettable. Mia's movements were poetry in motion. A controlled roundhouse to Brandon's side sent him sprawling. Shayla lunged at her, but Mia sidestepped with grace and swept her legs, bringing her down with a thud. Tyler tried to tackle her from behind, but Mia spun, dropped low, and flipped him over her shoulder. None of it was reckless. None of it was brutal. It was clean, sharp, and surgical. Asterisk teachers rushed in moments later, the hallway erupting with shouts and chaos. The 3 bullies groaned in pain, not seriously hurt but shaken, stunned, and speechless. Asterisk Principal Herrera sat Mia down in her office after the incident. You used martial arts on students, she said sternly. Asterisk, I defended myself and my mom's necklace, Mia replied quietly, holding up the shattered rose. Asterisk, there was a long pause before Herrera sighed, her tone softening. We've seen the footage. You didn't throw the first blow. And frankly, I've never seen Brandon humbled so fast. Asterisk, the bullies were suspended for a week, and the school community buzzed for days. Some students who'd ignored Mia before started smiling at her, sitting with her, even asking her for advice. But none of that mattered as much as what she did later that evening. Mia sat on her bed, necklace in hand, and took out a small wooden box. Inside was a photo of her mother in her hospital gown, smiling through the pain. Mia placed the broken pendant beside it. Asterisk, I stood tall today, Mom, she whispered. You were right. Strength isn't about fighting. It's about knowing when to fight. Asterisk, she saved up for weeks and had the necklace professionally repaired. When she wore it again, it looked brand new, but the crack remained faintly visible, a scar, just like the one in her heart. Not something to hide, but something to remind her that even when people try to break you, you get to decide how the story ends. Moral: strength is not about showing power. It's about protecting what matters most, even if the world tries to tear it away.